This is one of the most important questions when you are filling the American visa. It doesn't matter what type of visa, but as long as you are filling what we call the either immigrant visa or non-immigrant visa, they are asking you, have you ever traveled to any country or any region within the last 5 years? Why do they ask this type of question? So if you are filling, this is online immigrant visa, meaning the form we call the DS-260. That means is a form you fill to get green card. If you, maybe you are getting married to a US citizen, you fill this one. If you, let's say, you are outside the United States and you won the DV lottery, you are filling the form, this one. So if you are filling this form, this is one of the questions. But it doesn't affect you much unless otherwise the countries you are going to put here, there will be the countries maybe they're in the red flag. They want to know how long did you stay there, for what purpose in the terms of the security. But if you are applying for what we call non-immigrant visa, the non-immigrant visa, like a student, visiting, conference, tourism, whatever it is, but you are coming to America for a specified period of time, then you expect to go back to your home country. This is the very, very important question to determine whether you'll be given the visa or not. If you say yes, and let's say you are Tanzanian, and the countries you traveled, you say, oh, by the way, I went to Burundi. Yes, you went to Burundi, but Burundi, Tanzania, Kenya, Uganda, the countries in Africa, yes, is a good travel history, but it doesn't have trustworthiness. It doesn't give you a chance that to be trusted, that if you come to America, if you go to Britain, if you go to these first world countries, you'll go back to your home country. But if you say, oh yeah, I my travel history, don't just say and say you went there and you really went there. Let's say you went to Denmark, country number 1. Country number 2, you said, let's say, what country did you go? Let's say you went, let's say, let's find another country of the first world. You say, what country did you go? You went also to Switzerland. So if you go to these countries, I'm giving example, they know for sure, coming from developing countries, let's say in Africa, in Asia, you went to Sweden, you went to Denmark, you went to Canada, you went to Australia, you went to New Zealand, you went to Netherlands, you went to Norway, Sweden, whatever those countries, and you went back to your home country. That means you have showed the degree of trustworthiness. That means you can be given the visa to come to America or to go back to your home country. The same way if you have the US visa, you apply Canada. You have Canada visa and you apply to go to Europe. They put themselves in a certain category that if you come to any of these countries, we give you extra mileage, we give extra point that you are a trustworthy person you can come and go back to your home country if you are applying to what we call non-immigrant visa. So that's what I usually tell people. Wherever you go to, wherever you have a chance, even if you are going for short program, let's say for a conference in Australia, and you go back to your home country, that trip will have a bigger impact into your travel mileage points, into the trustworthiness for other more programs if you apply for other programs. So if you have a chance, please find a way to travel to the countries which are more giving you points. But you say, oh, I've traveled. Where did you go? I went to Cambodia. Where did you go? I went to Burma. Where did you go? I went to Burkina Faso. Where did you go? I went to Ghana. Yes, you traveled, you experienced, you have a good exposure, but it is in the countries which they know for sure you are not tempted to stay there for financial reasons, like if you go to the Western world. That's sad, unfortunately, but that is the reality. So you have to know that travel history, find a way to go to the bigger countries, even if it's for a short period of time, even if it's a short opportunity, just find the opportunity to go there, experience. It will have you a bigger impact towards you for other bigger visas into other countries. Thank you so much. Again, this is EBM, Ernest Boniface Makulilo.